Do companies have to have a complaint procedure? Most companies don't think about a complaint procedure until a major issue happens. This is one of the procedures that nobody appreciates until they desperately need it. A missing complaint procedure can quietly damage customer trust for years. By the end of this video, you will understand why it is so important to have a complaint procedure, so it will protect both the customers or the clients and the company. Why should companies have a complaint procedure? If you have that, then when it happens, your team will know how to operate and what to do, and you will be able to mitigate the risk of losing that customer, of that client, because there is already an established procedure of what to do. So let's talk about what should that procedure include. So the first thing is escalation. Somebody complained. What type of complaint it is that requires different handlings or different people to handle it within your organization. So you got to establish that escalation hierarchy and then make it known to the people that you are asking them to handle it, so they know what to expect and what to do in that circumstance, and also they will know who to escalate it to. There might be quite a bit of handoff when necessary if you need to escalate an issue. So it's very important that everyone that is involved pretty much knows exactly what's happening. So they will expect the handoff, they know what to do with that, and then they will know who to hand it off after that if that is necessary. So that's your escalation part of the procedure. The next part that is very important is consistency. You want to make sure that you are handling the complaints in a consistent manner. So if issue A happens to customer A or issue A happens to customer B, they are both going to be treated the same, and there is going to be a consistency of operation. Because you can imagine what will happen if you handle one customer one way and another customer another way, or maybe one representative handles somebody one way and then another representative handles the same customer in a different way. You're going to create more of a confusion and more of a problem, because the complaint can just get even worse because of that lack of consistency. So that is verbiage that you should use in your procedure, but also make sure that the procedure itself is very easy to follow, so everyone will follow the same way of handling the clients. Another aspect of the complaint procedure is accountability. Yes, you do want to handle the complaint first. You want to make sure that the customer, the clients are satisfied, but then there is the accountability part. What happened? Why did we let the situation get to a point where there is a complaint? What wasn't done? What wasn't followed? So that accountability process should be part of that procedure that you are writing. Another important part to include in such a procedure is your reputation protection. What are the steps that you need to do in order to protect your reputation? What are you willing to give? What are you willing to let go? And how important is it for you to protect the reputation of the company? And that is something that it is better to think about it ahead of time while you're writing the procedure, and not in the moment where you have to execute the procedure and then you're scrambling to figure out what is it that you're going to do. So basically, in order to write a good complaint procedure, you gotta think about the steps ahead of time, about the consistency, accountability, protecting your reputation, and of course, how to handle it, which is the most important thing, and how to also treat a complaint that does not get resolved. What do you do? Who is the final authority that can make a decision on what to do when you're trying to resolve a complaint and it's not resolving? So if you take all those points and write your customer complaint procedure and you think through those points ahead of time, you are going to give that certainty to your team that they will know what to do if and when those unfortunate incidents happen, but they will be able to do it in such a way to resolve it, to minimize any damage, protect your reputation, and have satisfied customers. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to write processes and procedures that are followed by all, which you can use in order to write this procedure. See you next time. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to write processes and procedures that are followed by all, which you can use in order to write this procedure. See you next time.